People are scared to go to therapy.
No copay.
And I actually have a phobia myself.
60 minutes of free, unlicensed therapy.
Hey, listen, I'm trying to help.
You get what you pay for. No copay with NickyD and Nelson.
Stop it!
Welcome to the No Copay podcast, the only place where the advice is free, the opinions are expensive, and the truth might sting a little. I am your girl, NickyD.
I do like the expensive line.
I like it all.
I do. I like it.
Don't you like one thing? I like it all. I like it all.
You know what? I can savor individual bits.
Pieces of the intro that you really like?
Yeah, like I like to move along through it and like really chew on some of the pieces that I like of it.
Okay. All right. So the opinions are expensive.
It's expensive. I like it. I like because it's just the juxtaposition of the advice is free, but the opinions are expensive. They're very valuable. Don't think for a second that they're not worth something just because it's free.
That part.
Right. See?
I like how you broke that down there. I saw what you did there, and I like it.
That's one of my favorite things, that part. That's like that's in like the last 10 years that's really come up as like part of the lexicon, and it's just it wholly sums everything up.
Absolutely.
That part. We should have been you should have been able to listen to this hours and hours and hours ago, but finally I'm not the only person who gets sleepy. Sleepy D. Sleepy D over here, or as I called her off the air, nappy. She was nappy-headed. And had nothing to do with her wig, and it had everything to do with how she was so sleepy. She felt she went into a nap. You went into nap mode last night.
Well, let me tell you why.
Please.
Okay. First of all, I would like to apologize to everybody who did not have a wonderful Monday morning because you could not listen to the No Copay guys, and it's my fault that you couldn't.
Did you forget her name?
No, I said it fast. You just couldn't tell.
Is that what it was? No. It was so quick. I just didn't even hear you say cat.
You couldn't hear
I didn't even hear you say it.
Right?
You
That's
said,
how fast I said it. You could not hear it this morning. I know your money did not start off that great, and it is my fault. It is not Nelson's fault. I don't want anybody to blame Nelson this time. It's on me. It's on me, baby. Because let me tell you, I had a whirlwind of a weekend.
Oh.
And I'm not a young whippersnapper anymore. So Friday, I worked from 6 o'clock in the morning to 11 p.m. at night.
Ooh, no. Did you get any break in the middle or what? You went right from job to job?
Nope. So I did go from job to job. I had a hour break. I got off at 3. Let's just say 3. And I started back working at 5.
Oh, my God.
Because I signed up to do Amazon Flex. Why?
Because you thought it was something much different because it says flex in it. You thought you were going to stunt on people and just Amazon shit? Like, I don't know. No. Oh, we flexing? Okay. No, you're going to deliver shit, Nikki.
I was fully aware that I was going to deliver packages, right? But in my mind, it was like, okay, I need to get out and I need to exercise and I need to work.
Keep in mind, this woman just had invasive back surgery. But please tell me how you're going to get me my goddamn Downy.
Okay. So I didn't know what I was choosing. I'm going to just be honest. I just chose a location that was close to me and a dollar amount that looked cool. Like, oh, go deliver a couple little package. They're going to give me $80. Like,
so it splits it out like that? Because Flex, I don't think Flex used to be like that, but that's the way that the Walmart Spark driver is you can see, oh, it's X amount of stops. Here's the amount of money we're going to pay you for those stops.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, you can't see the number of packages.
Oh, well, I don't know that I could see the number of packages. I could just see the number of stops.
I don't even know if I can see the number of stops.
And on the Walmart Spark Driver, you can. It'll go, you're going to make 3 stops. It's going to take about this long to do it.
Well, it tells you the time. So it told me from 5 to 8:45.
Okay.
But it took me from 5 to 11.
Oh, my God, no.
My packages were supposed to be delivered by 10 p.m. I delivered my last package at 11:05.
You had Amazon Prime. You had Amazon Perm. You're missing an I in there. You had Amazon Prim.
I had issues. This is not my thing. I had issues.
Can I tell you?
What?
I had just as much of a nightmare, but go ahead. I want to hear your story, and then wait till you hear how bad I fucked up the first Walmart delivery I did.
The very first one. That's what happened. I pulled up to my very first stop. I'm feeling hopeful. I'm like, all right, look at me. I got here in 5 minutes. Ew. I jump out of the car. First, I look at the package. I'm like, this address don't match.
Oh, no.
I put it all in order before I left the warehouse. I wrote on it with the pen because this nice young lady told me what I'm supposed to be doing because the people that work there don't tell you nothing. You got to figure it out. So I asked this nice young lady who was at her car, like, well, what am I supposed to do now? So she showed me. So I wrote all the things down. I felt like I was organized, ready to go. I pull up to the house. I don't have the package. To make a long story short, I had the package. I did. I just couldn't find it at the time. So I wasted almost an hour going back to the thing. Then I had to call customer service. Then they took the thing off the route and said I didn't have the package. Then I drove all around and realized I did have the package. And then I had to go back to the man house and drop off the package. I said, only me. This is only going to happen to me. Then I get to this apartment complex that was like getting into Fort Knox. It was heavily guarded, locked. It was a nightmare. So it took me 6 hours to do a 3-hour job. And next
You won't be going back?
I mean, I might do it again. I mean, I need extra money. I don't ever pretend like I'm not short of funds. I need all the money I can get. So I probably will do it again. I think I'll be faster the next time.
Well, you got to get better. The same thing happened to me. All right, first off, there is like a small town that's like half an hour outside of Omaha proper, where I'm at, right? And it's called Fremont. And so it's all the way on the west side of town and then north of town. So I was on the farthest west Walmart. And I had to pick up and go about to the middle of town, and then I had to go out to the way out, and then like one other stop. And silly me, I thought, like a normal human, that they would put the stuff together as they were putting it into my car. Like, this stuff makes sense to be in this place, and this stuff makes sense to be in this place. Well, I wasn't paying attention to how it all got loaded in. So I go to this guy's apartment complex, and I think that he has a table that's going to his apartment complex. He has a package, Nicky D. This package is like as big as like 4 CDs put together, okay? This is the only thing he's supposed to be getting. But I think he has a table. So I have to go into the apartment complex, like complex manager place, because they don't have, like, you can't, like, get into the, like, the you need a code to drop shit off at the fucking place.
That was my issue.
Well, I go, this isn't going to fit in your lockers. I got this giant table. So I'm calling him. I'm fucking texting him. I'm like, I can't leave this table anywhere. It's not his table. It's not even his table at all. And so I took his package, and I had to take it back to the Walmart. So I took it back. I was going to take it back to the Walmart. That's the last thing I'm going to do on all this trip, right? Mm-hmm. I take it back. Meanwhile, I had to go inside the apartment complex. There's a chick there that I banged one time that I met while I was working as a dive bar bartender, and I haven't seen her since. And she had a little bit of an attitude, which I don't know why. She's the one who didn't call me back, so obviously I didn't hump right. Right? I mean, you don't call me back. There must have been something mislaid about my pipe.
Call back. That means you didn't do a good job, bub.
Yeah, it was all right. I got what I needed, kind of. I didn't really get what I needed out of it, so I'm not mad about it. But like, you don't give me an attitude. It was weird. It's just as weird for me to see you, dude. All right. So whatever. Just give me the fucking code. So I got to take this motherfucker shit back, right? So I go and I have to go out to the far out, the half hour, 45-minute one out, boom, and I go drop their shit off. And then, for one, I have to wait for 20 minutes on customer service because the drop-off location, you can't officially mark it as dropped off on Walmart unless you're inside this little circle. Mm-hmm. And that's to, like, ensure that it's in the right place, right? Well, that circle was in the middle of this guy's property, and this is like a farming area that I'm going into. So I can't go down that road. It's all locked up. There's no way for me to get to it. They have an obvious place that you leave packages at, so I left the package there. But I have to wait for customer service to sign me off so that I can get off of this thing. It took me 20 minutes. I'm sitting there. I go to the last place. Then I go back to the Walmart. Okay, now an hour-long trip. This should have taken me no more than an hour and 20 minutes. I'm now 3 hours into this motherfucker. I went to return the item that the guy had, and I still had 2 packages from the small town. So I had to go back to the small town.
To give them people their
Took
table.
45 minutes out again, yes, to get them there.
Wow.
To get them their stuff. That was the only, I did the Walmart one more time after that. I said, fuck this, I'm going to do Uber, dude. The Uber pays better. I don't mind that there's people in my car. I'm fine. I'm fine with it. What's that?
Did you get a new car?
Yeah, but it's not like new. That car that you saw me in was better than the car I have now.
Oh, really?
I took over that car blew up. That engine blew up, and then I took over my sister's Nissan.
A Nissan what?
Sentra.
Oh, how are you in a Nissan Sentra?
Because that was my sister's car.
You're like 7 feet tall.
I know. It's like Shaq in a Buick. It's like fucking it's out of control.
And then you're doing Uber and people got to get in the back seat.
Yeah, well, guess what? And I'm scrunched up, so I don't even have the seat pushed back. Oh, my Uber's fire, though. My Uber's fire as fuck. First off, when I pull up to you, your name is in lights in LED on the front of my car. And I got that LED strip from this gay guy that used to watch my lives while I was in California.
You pimped out the Sentra. I'm not mad.
I pimped out the Sentra. Get this. Also, I put like lights in it in the seats and shit. So like I went and got those like LED bars. It's like 4 LED bars and they all go into one thing and they plug into the cigarette lighter or whatever. Which, do kids even know that's a cigarette lighter? Do you know what I mean? Like that's all I call that. But what else would you call that power plug?
I don't know.
That's the only reason it's shaped that way is because it was a cigarette lighter.
Well, it used to be. Because what year is it?
Because this is a 25th. Like all cars have them though. They still have that adapter, but they don't have like ashtrays. This one has an ashtray. Oh. It's fucking wild. It's wild. Yeah, the Japanese are still smoking in 2015. This is a 2015 Nissan Sentra, and it's got the fucking ashtray and the cigarette lighter right next to it. But it didn't have the cigarette lighter. They don't sell that to you now. Now you have to go buy that extra. But I put running lights inside, yeah. And they move it.
The Uber that I've been into, it was like that. It had the lights on the inside when me and Mickey went out to the Grammys and we got in the Uber. And he had it set up where when the music plays, the lights go with the music.
I can do that. I can do that. Yep.
Okay,
I'm getting a mini karaoke system because I heard some people are doing karaoke in the Ubers.
Oh, so you can do car karaoke in the Uber?
I'm gonna do car karaoke in the Uber.
Why don't you have more good Uber stories? I know you have good ones. The short period of time I drove Uber, everybody who got in my car told me a story.
You know what I get a lot of, which is crazy to me? Hookers.
They aren't giving you no confessions?
Oh, I hear them confessing on the phones. I hear them setting up their jobs. Yeah, I talk to them sometimes. Yeah, not anything that's like, it's all they go, and it's like, most of the time, it's like guys that want weird shit done to them. Like, I'm not picking up normal hookers. I'm not picking up like wham bam, thank you ma'am, let me get a little piece of that cherry pie. I'm getting like step on my cubes hookers. I'm getting like piss on me hookers.
Want to be pegged?
No, like guys that want to be
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I just found out about that probably like a year or two ago.
Well, man's G-spot is in his anus. I mean,
I get that, but most men still don't want you to put a fake penis.
Yeah, because they think it's gay.
They won't even let you put your finger in there most of the time.
It's not very comfortable. I like finger on the outside.
What does the outside do?
The outside's full of nerve endings.
The
outside. You're just no different than if you're in doggy style and he's playing with the button there.
Put it on the outside. You might as well let it put it on the inside. I mean,
yeah, but it's a little more pressure on the inside. Plus, I don't want her to have to come back with a dirty thumb or anything. I didn't prep.
Gosh.
Well, I mean, my ass is clean when I go to fucking have sex, but like, I don't know, like, how deep's that thumb gonna go?
Oh no, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, well, you brought it up.
I know. I changed my mind.
Why were we going to talk about your bearded dragon? What made you think about your bearded dragon's name? It's something I said off the air.
Well, I want to finish apologizing as to why I fell asleep first.
Oh, go ahead.
Because I worked a lot on Friday, and then I was out all day until 9 p.m. on Saturday. And then Sunday, I went out of town for church.
You went out of town for church?
Yeah, 2 hours away. So it was a 4-hour
You got to really love church to go out of town for church. Why did you go out of town for church?
Because the woman of God that I support, she's 2 hours away. So I had to.
You've got some of the weirdest lingo sometimes. Like, yeah. I love listening to. Weird? Well, just like the woman of God I support. That's not a sentence I've ever heard in my life. It's not a sentence I've ever formulated in my life. Other than saying it to mock you.
Probably know is me.
I don't think that's a sentence I would ever say, other than to make fun of you. And I don't even mean to make fun of you. I just mean to because it sounds interesting to me.
Yes, the woman of God that I support.
Somebody prophesied onto you, you said earlier off the air? Is that what you said? Yeah. They prophesied onto you?
Prophesied to me.
To you? I thought you said onto you.
To me. They prophesied to me. So what prophecy is God gives you
I know what.
And then you give it to the person that, he gives it to you for.
I know what the prophecy is. I've heard of a prophecy before. I've read Harry Potter. I know about prophecies.
I don't know nothing about no Harry Potter, but I know
There's a
about
prophecy.
Jesus and prophecy.
I know about the Force. I know
how it
Luke
works.
Skywalker, the prophesized.
Nope, not that. None of those things. Try again. Okay, we'll talk to you like the
I mean, I know
telemarketing
Epiphany. EIPHANY. Definition 1.
So yeah, you know.
Definition 2. A manifestation of a spiritual being.
I didn't get back home until 8 p.m.
Marinate on that, though. And she's like, I just need an hour.
Just need an hour.
I was like, what did she need an hour for? I thought she was like getting ready. She's like,
Look, I was sitting here because my daughter did her dress fitting for prom Saturday. Prom is Saturday. Wish me luck.
that's why it sounds like it's all bang, bang, bang. That feels late for prom.
No, they always have it in April.
I know, but like last week in April for you guys.
Yeah. I'm getting banged and double banged because I
A
have
triple, right?
prom this weekend.
Yeah.
Her 18th birthday next weekend. And then graduation 2 weekends or 3 weekends after that.
I mean,
So
if
I'm
he
like,
had a
that's
twin, I would let him run a train, and that's what's happening to you
That's
right
what's
now.
happening to me.
It's a life train.
I'm having it run on me with no lube. It's
So-
no lube. It's a lot. It's a lot for you, girl. Okay? So that's
Absolutely.
what happened.
No lube.
I apologize, but we're here now. Happy 420. You know what I'm saying?
It is 420. It's a holiday. You know what? I've not received one happy holiday text. What happened to me? I got old, I guess.
You stopped doing that. Remember? You recovered. You got sober. You left.
I still
all the
smoke
drugs
pot.
alone.
No, I smoke pot.
I didn't even know that. I thought you.
You didn't know that? I told you that. I told you the whole goal was the whole goal was always to get to a place where I could, on occasion, if I wanted to, drink alcohol. Because I didn't want to. There was like certain things I didn't want to give up. I would, but I didn't want to give up necessarily. Like going out to Oktoberfest with my buddies and getting a big German beer. Right? I like having a big dark German beer and have.
Oktoberfest in Nebraska? Oh, so they do it everywhere around the world.
Yeah, it's everywhere. They celebrate it everywhere. It's just the motherland. Obviously, you go to Germany if you want to go to like the big deal. Unlike, like St. Patrick's Day is a bigger celebration here than it is in Ireland. Like it's just as big Oktoberfest in Austria, in Germany as it is over here. And specifically in Nebraska, we have a high Eastern European immigrant population.
I
So this
just
is where
remember being out at going to the different things and eating when I lived in Germany. I was a child, so I wasn't doing Oktoberfest like the grown people who weren't drinking. But
Yeah.
I remember going to the little
Get some
food truck
schnitzel?
things and getting the schnitzels and all the things you can eat. I do remember that.
I love the schnitzel, man.
lived in
So I
Germany.
wanted to get to that place, and then I always knew that I would be, what do they call it, California sober, that I would mix marijuana back in, but I don't do it anywhere near as heavily as I did it in the past. And you know what's interesting to me is alcohol has largely lost all of its luster.
So you don't
So,
drink
like,
anymore?
I have been since now the anniversary's coming up, so my clean date. I still celebrate the clean date because I don't do hard drugs, but since the 23rd of April 2023, I think we're up to 6. I think I need a second hand now to tell you how many times that I have been buzzed or more. So like 2 of those times I was drunk, and then like the other 4 times were just, I caught a little buzz. And then otherwise I've had a beer here and there, but like I've never been I've had a long day, I want a cold beer. I don't drink beer with food. I don't drink alcohol with food at all. I just don't like mixing it. Even like a rum and Coke or whatever, I don't do a whole lot of that. So I
do
don't.
foodie stuff, so that's why I can do alcohol and food.
So I don't. Yeah, it's lost its luster. Like I said, I can go out to the bar and not have to worry about it. Like I still do the trick that I did when I wasn't drinking, which is, and this is great for anybody, especially if you're newly sober and you're still around people. The worst thing about being newly sober is as soon as people find out you're not drinking anymore, they treat you different. Just a little bit, but they treat you differently. And it's almost like they feel like because they are drinking and you can't drink because you have a problem, they have a problem. Almost like, oh, I'm a bad person because I'm drinking. No, my impulse control problems have nothing to do with you. But if you want to avoid that conversation, get a glass of soda water or get a glass of soda and then ask for a lime wedge and keep a stir stick in it. And
I
not
don't
one.
do none of that. I used to just when I'm not drinking, I just flat out say I'm not drinking. And what I found out when I do that is for some reason the men can't accept it. If I'm
No.
with a group of my homegirls, I'm like, oh, I'm not drinking. They're like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. But whenever I'm somewhere where men are and I say I'm not drinking, they're like, oh, what do you mean you're not drinking? What you got to drink? Are you pregnant? I said I ain't drinking, and that's that on that. Get out of my face.
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't have the conviction you do. So I'm just telling, like, if you want a life hack that will keep people from asking you, why aren't you drinking? You put a lime wedge and a stir stick into any beverage you're drinking. I promise you, not one person, if you really pay attention at bars, they put them in different glasses. So if they're handing out, if they're handing out plastic cups, generally a non-alcoholic beverage has a clear plastic cup and an alcoholic beverage has a colored plastic cup. But I've not had one person ever pick up on that while I was walking around with a lime wedge in a glass.
I ain't fake kicking it.
I tell you what, the best thing that ever happened out of all of it was the first time I got high again was when I came back for Christmas. So I stopped everything for 9 months. And then I had some weed gummies when I came back to Nebraska for Christmas from California. And then I drank, I think, after it was more than a year before I drank again. It was sometime in the summer. But
well, we were supposed to be in California this weekend for 420.
I know. I would have been. You want to talk about how high I would have been? I would have been high.
No, we had to work. You couldn't be high and we're working.
Oh my God, I could have been so high and we were working. Are you fucking kidding? Plus, everybody would have been high around us. And I promise you, I can't get this high ever again. Like when I ate the gummies, I kind of went back like I was like I had ate them before. So I ate the same amount. And NickyD, when I tell you that I've only been this high one other time in my life, and that time I thought I was going to die. That's how high I was. It was 19 or 2000, I guess, because I would have been graduated. It was October of 2000. I was at a Halloween party. It was the first time I'd ever drank and smoked pot at the same time. We had gone first down, 3 doors down from this party we were at to some frat house, or some 6 guys lived in this one house, and we hit a 6-foot bong. And as soon as this first bong I ever hit, as soon as I clear this 6-footer, I'm coughing my ass off. And the guy goes, now you're ready. And he clicks on Neil Diamond, Sweet Caroline, and then 3 of the biggest fucking dogs, I don't know, Dobermans. They weren't Rottweilers. They were like lean dogs, but the biggest fucking dogs you've ever seen, Great Dane sized, all come out and just start jumping all over us. It's a nightmare. I have no idea what's going on. I have a high-pitched voice. I've never gotten laid. I have none of the shit that you know about me. Just imagine the weakest little bitch you've ever seen, and that's what this guy is, right? That's who the Nelson that came to that party was. So I go back. Somehow I stumble. Yeah, it's different. I'm a big bitch now. He was a little bitch then. Little bitch then.
Crying white woman now. That's who you are.
Yes, I'm a lesbian witch. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry I cry. Hello, I'm sorry I'm in touch with my feelings.
What the ChatGPT said, that's all.
Yeah, the ChatGPT did me so wrong. But
you're crying white one.
But I go over to the old party, I sit down, and then I'm just ready. I'm sure this is it. I'm dead. And this guy comes over to me, and I know he's our age, but his costume was so good, he looked like he was 50. He's dressed like a biker, and he goes, "What's going on, man?" And I go, "I think I'm gonna die." And he goes, "You probably are, man." And then he walks away, and then I can't remember anything for the rest of the night. It was certain that I died. So fast forward to that 9 months after I quit doing everything, I was that high again. Only this time, I knew I wasn't going to die. So I got a big-ass fucking sandwich, and I sat down and played video games for like 12 hours. It was chef's kiss.
You and your high chronicles. When we come back from this break, I'm going to explain to you the awesome name I came up with for my bearded dragon. I was going to keep it a secret. I wasn't going to tell the world. But somehow you have made me feel like I need to talk about it right now.
Yeah, well, we were talking about something that got you to talk about it. I don't remember what it was that triggered that. I just wrote down bearded dragon.
Yeah, because we're talking about names of something.
I wrote down bearded dragon and Mike Epps. So I got to tell you about the time I met Mike Epps.
Yeah. We'll talk about all that stuff.
Yeah, we will.
No Copay with Nikki D and Nelson.
Say hey, no copay, no copay, no copay.
It's no copay.
Nobody's ever going to copy our info.
Guaranteed.
Original
Guaranteed.
Over here.
No Copay with Nikki D and Nelson. Spotify and Apple. That's where you can find it. And when you get there, you got to watch out. Make sure you bring some roaches with you because you're going to have to feed Nikki D's bearded dragon that you're getting.
Dubia roaches, not your nasty house roaches.
Dude.
Not those.
That's not Black Girl. I don't know about Black Guy, but bearded dragon is not Black Girl.
Let me tell you what I found out, baby. You are wrong.
That's weird white girl energy.
Wrong. Because let me tell you what you find out on TikTok. You find out everybody who does everything. And you know what I found out on TikTok?
What?
That I am not the only black girl or boy that has a bearded dragon. Apparently, it's lots of them. It's hundreds.
It sticks out. I feel like it sticks out.
It's hundreds of thousands. Do you know who is breeding my dragons?
I think you showed me a picture of her.
A black older granny named Mary.
That's
Miss
weird.
Mary is the one who's breeding my dragons. Okay.
That's weird. That's weird. Black people and lizards is weird to me. I'm sorry. It just don't. It's like it don't make sense. It's like when I see a black guy that owns a cat. Like 9 out of every 10 black guys I meet hate cats, and then you meet this one black guy that's got a cat, and then like that's his whole personality. He's a black guy into cats.
Yep.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
There's
Right.
a black guy I follow on Instagram who has a pet squirrel. He's a weirdo in my opinion. But
He's like the guy with the fucking lightning bolt of gray going through his hair that's making electricity travel through. Ain't talk like this.
he's doing this thing. You do expect the crazy white ladies to have these pets. Did you see that video with the white lady with that possum?
Yes.
Oh my God.
You know they don't bite.
Huh?
They don't bite. It just looks like they bite. They don't bite people.
Like
No.
Possessed with the devil, and the thing was slobbing out his mouth. Oh,
That's because they eat meat. No, they don't bite. That's what I've been told.
And came back to life 3 times watching that video.
I've been told that they don't bite.
I don't believe that. I'm terrified of possums. I mean, terrified of them.
But you're going to bring a bearded dragon into your house.
I'm not afraid of bearded dragons.
Why?
Because when
Because you can just go to a cold spot in the house and it can't follow you.
No, because they'll go everywhere. Let me tell you what I found out. My spiritual mother, right? Her son had a bearded dragon.
Okay.
And I did not realize that poor little dragon was neglected real bad until I have just found out how you're supposed to properly take care of them.
How?
So now that I know how to properly take care of them, that dragon did not have the right light. That dragon was not fed the right food, and it had bone disease.
How do you know that?
Because the dragon has to have the long UV lights, then they have to have the hot light. That gives
Hold
them
on.
hot side.
Go back. What was that? What kind of light?
The UVV light. The
Okay.
UVV
Nice
light.
fix. That was a nice fix. So let me get this straight. You went into that with a coin flip of UV or UB, and you based on my reaction, oh, it must have been UV. God, it must have been a V on that one. Kind of. Just making sure I follow along.
Period. So you gotta have
The
right
WB lights. Fucking frog dancing in.
You gotta have light. And his dragon was in the dark. First of all, he didn't have any light.
What the
I
fuck?
remember I told him, I'm like, let me see it, pick it up. And he's like, I'm not touching that thing. So he was scared of it. So I said, why do you have a pet that you're afraid of? He's like, my homeboy gave me that. What? I just throw the food in there. You throw the food in there. What do you throw in there? I don't remember what he said, but I guarantee you he wasn't giving that thing no dubia roaches. He wasn't giving it greens. So
The only people I've
throwing chicken in there.
The only men I've ever met with bearded dragons are drug dealers. That's it.
Why do they have them? Because they don't even take care of them right.
I don't know, but there's something about when you sell weed specifically. I've never seen a cokehead. There's something about when you sell weed that you need to get a dragon. I don't know if it's you just get fucking high and you look at it, but every motherfucker I've ever met, man, that's had a bearded dragon has sold weed.
Horrible, because that's exactly what he did. And
Yes, he did. I know, you don't even got to tell me he had a bearded dragon.
So, I know
It's
all
tough, right? They always talk like it's tough, but they stand next to the cage.
So, the bearded dragon that I'm getting, right? It's a red monster. Don't die, Nelson. It's a red monster. And because, I'm NickyD, I got to get top-notch, top of the line. So, I'm getting a pure red monster bred with the K1. You don't know what
You
K1
say that
is.
with like I know what the fuck that
You don't
means.
know what the K1
Not the
You
K1.
don't know what the K1 is.
She got the K1. Girl got the
That's
K1.
imported. Hello, straight from China. Straight from China. I got the K1. Okay, and so I'm gonna have one of the rarest of the rare bearded dragons. I think it's gonna cost me a lot of money too. I never factored that.
It's over there. You go over there. No, you take the K1 to the NickyD. She got the red dragon.
K1's already here.
That was very fast. You didn't know if a fucking helicopter, if it hits the right height, it can get all the way.
Already here.
I know, all the way from Vietnam to Atlanta.
So, because of the mix of these dragons, I'm not listening to you. Because of the mix of these dragons, it's gonna come out reddish, orangish, maybe a little black in there. We're gonna see. So I decided that I'm gonna name my bearded dragon Dorito. And if I see any of you people do this before I do it, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna name my dragon Dorito. And I'm going to have a tagline. Can you guess what my tagline is going to be?
Hold on. I'm trying to think of the Dorito slogans. I don't know. Go. It's taste
So
extreme.
people are going to ask me, what's your dragon's name? Ask me.
What's your dragon's name?
His name's Dorito, but he not your dragon.
Oh my God, you're so fucking sick. Oh my God, I love you so much. Oh my God, I love you so much. Nacho Dragon. Jesus Christ.
And I'm going to make him a social media page and everything.
Oh, of course you are.
It's going to be lit. You hear me?
Of course you
The
are.
Adventures of Dorito are going to be out here in these streets.
Are you going to walk this dragon? What are you going to do with this fucking dragon?
I'm walking it. I bought the carrier, the sling that you throw over. Like if you was carrying a baby, but the dragon slings are like longer. So I'm going to put mine in the sling, take it around places with me.
And you can
People
see
be like,
the-
oh my gosh, what's in there? And I'm just peeking and be like, boom! Dragon's in here. Want to pet it?
What? Where's that dog at? You still got her?
Yeah.
You still got that dog? I'm willing to set I think we go months, but it could stretch over 24. I'm willing to set the line I'm going to set the over-under at 27 months.
For what?
From delivery to the next home.
You think I'm not going to keep my dragon?
There's not a fucking chance you're keeping this dragon.
I'm keeping my dragon. Watch.
You are going to get so far, you're going to be in over your head. You're going to realize either that or you're going to start selling weed.
No, I have my whole Amazon cart set up.
Okay.
I will have all the things purchased, bought, set up before the dragon's even born.
I set the 27 months. Either 27 months the dragon's gone or 27 months you can buy the best pot off of NickyD. But facts. You're just going to get bags. The dope man, Billy. The dope man. The dope man.
I'm excited.
You know T.I.
Don't
back, so
steal
he's
my
ready.
name and don't steal my tagline, and we'll be good.
Okay, it's not your name, okay? When we come back, we get in them confessions.
No Copay with NickyD and Nelson.
I'm about to confess something to you.
I have a confession.
There is something that I need you to know about.
I've got a confession in my...
What I have to tell you...
I have a confession.
It's confession time. No Copay podcast. Nikki D and Nelson. What do you got for us?
So I had somebody write into the email. Yay! Make sure you keep writing in. Drop it on our Facebook page. It's the No Copay Facebook page on Facebook. You can send it to me directly. You can send it to Nelson directly. Just send us those confessions because we want to hear them. And this confession is coming with some advice, Nelson. So
Okay.
I'm going to let you answer first after I read it.
Okay.
It says, Dear Nikki D and Nelson, I am in a bit of a dilemma. Some years ago, in my younger years, I contracted an STD, specifically herpes.
Ooh.
As I have gone and navigated through my dating life, I have found it very difficult to be honest with the men in my life about having this disease. I have recently been in a long-term relationship that has now turned into a proposal, and I am getting married. I have never disclosed to my fiance that I have this disease, and I am unsure of how to go forward in this relationship because I don't know if I will be able to hide this in a marriage the way I have been able to do in a normal relationship. What should I do?
There's a lot of factors here. And I don't think that you're going to know where my head is at.
I don't know where your head is at. I'm curious to see and hear.
You don't tell him.
Don't tell. How are you going to hide that from a
No.
husband, though?
Because, and here's why, and this is the only reason why you can get away with this. I'm just telling you, if you've already come this far with that man, you're going to ruin it. This is one of those things you just got to let it lie. He hasn't contracted it yet. Or he has contracted it. Here's the deal. He could have contracted it and not shown signs. Does she know? There's a lot of... Okay. Does she know what type of herpes she has?
Oh, I don't know.
Because there's two. Don't say
genital
genital because that doesn't... There's one that is more commonly genital, but they are both contractable in both areas. And they can appear... On very rare occasion, the same strain can appear in both places. On very rare occasion. That's the same thing.
I already be like, ugh, when I see the little bumps on the lip.
Cold sore is herpes.
I know that, but I thought that was just regular smuggler degular herb.
And he can put that downstairs. No, if he has an active outbreak, if he's actively shedding the herpes virus when he goes down on you, you can contract. Let's say, so just so you know it, right? The oral, what they call
lips first. What I do, be doing all that. Y'all better pay attention. Go ahead.
What they call oral herpes is a cold sore. That's that's generally HSV1. It is estimated that above 65% of the population has contracted HSV1 and some will never show. HSV1 is also less likely to have outbreaks, especially the farther into having it. So they're less common. They're generally less severe. And after a while, HSV1 tends to drop off faster than HSV2. HSV2 is commonly considered genital herpes. Why are you kissing the camera?
See them lips? Ain't no bumps on there.
Right now, that just means you don't have a cold sore.
I don't never have no bumps on there. Thank you.
I have a cold sore. I get cold sores.
I don't.
Yeah, I think I got it from a coworker.
There ain't no herpes on me. No herpes on me.
Anyway, so you can contract either one in either place. You can have HSV2 orally. Just generally that you have HSV2.
Why are you telling her not to tell him?
Because oftentimes people with either one of them will not present ever. They'll never have.
Clearly has to be having some kind of outbreaks if she's scared about him finding out.
But she could be dishonest and say it was the first one. You've already lied this far. How
But if she
would you want to know?
The first one, like, he won't see the bump on her lip. How you gonna be? What if she got to go?
Because they're not always. It's not. Listen, okay. So it's not always that sore that pops up. Like if you look, especially genitally, sometimes it looks like razor burn. To the point where you wouldn't be able to tell. Yes. It can look like razor. It's not all open weeping sores.
Do you be hiding this for women? You got it and you hide it?
I told you I have it on my lip. So what I can tell you is when you start to feel it, like you can feel that as it's like coming on. So I've got medicine for it. I got Valtrex.
You take Valtrex when it come on the lip too? I thought Valtrex was just when it's down in the...
No, it's for the herpes simplex virus, HSV.
Dang.
So it'll stop it. It'll stop it in its tracks. So what happens for me is I get it in here, and it starts. A lot of times it'll start as a pimple for me on the lip line. Mm-hmm. And I'll pop it. I know I shouldn't fucking pop it because most like.
Get real gross.
Oh, because once the lip starts to get a little dry and flaky, that's when I know it's coming on. And if I take a Valtrex, then I'll take it for 2 days or whatever. I'll just take 2 of them, and it'll stop in its tracks and it won't form again. But I haven't had one in years. But what I'm telling you is because of that, I looked into it because I want to know. That's something that like I like going down on women. I don't want to go down on some woman and then
you give her the herpes down there. There's a lot going on. Well, this is my advice to you. I see where Nelson is going with this, to not say nothing because you've gotten away with it this long. But
it's the lesser of two evils, man.
I think that if you go into this marriage being dishonest simply because you're going to take vows in front of God, and yes, I'm finna get on my soapbox, all right? So you're getting ready to take vows in front of God where you're vowing to be truthful and loving and honor and all the things. So you're going to be going into this marriage living a lie. I think that it's going to backfire on you in the long run if you take this option simply because you are now not even honoring your truthfulness to God, let alone your marriage. I say, tell him now, have the hard conversations now before you get married. There's plenty of other hard conversations I'm sure you have not had. And if this is meant to be, if this man really loves you, this is a very common disease now. It's not... There's people now who even have HIV that are getting married normally to people that are not contracted.
Because they can take it to undetectable.
Right, they can take it to undetectable. So there's
still not banging you.
Diseases now.
I'm still not. I don't care. Pause. Undetectable.
Right. It's not death sentences like it used to be, and herpes is not a death sentence. You can't die from having herpes.
Herpes is a skin condition.
Uncomfortable, a couple of bumps. You know what I'm saying? If he cannot marry you and love you, when you get a couple of bumps, then he not the one for you anyway, sweetheart.
She's been lying for all these years, though.
Well,
I wouldn't want to know.
And she needs to come clean so he knows everything's out in the open. We can go into this marriage free and clear with no secrets, no lies, and God is going to bless your union. That's my advice.
That's good advice. That's the right thing to do.
Oh, absolutely.
I wouldn't want to know.
The right thing to do.
Don't tell me. We come this far? Don't tell me.
Okay, well, ladies out there, y'all want to date Nelson? Y'all got some herpes? Hit him up. Just don't tell him.
No, tell me up front. But if we've gone this far, we're gonna get married. No, don't twist. Don't twist. Don't put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Okay? Don't you do me like that.
Don't tell him, ladies. He cool with it.
Did you shave recently? Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh man, do I have a shaving story? I ain't telling it this week. I'll tell it next.
You lose a piece?
No, somebody just tried to play in my face like I was stupid, and it drives me nuts when men do that. So I'm gonna tell the story next week.
Okay. We gotta get before we get out of here. Of course, we have to have the scandal of the week. And I want to tell you before we do the scandal, I want to tell my Mike Epps story because I think you're going to like it.
About Mike Epps, then we're going to talk about the scandal.
Well, because I think we should cover that Cardi B thing you wanted to talk about too real quickly. Let's just talk music and entertainment for just a brief minute.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, we'll do that right after we come back from this.
No Copay with NickyD and Nelson.
Say hey, hey, no copay, no copay. No copay. No, say.
Yep. It's no copay. NickyD and Nelson. I can't believe this is a real thing I have to say out loud. If you are thinking about entering into sexual congress with me, and you have now or have ever had an STD, let me know.
Don't tell them.
Tell me. But based on that conversation we just had, if somehow you and I have entered into sexual congress and we are years into this, and I'm going to drop down on one knee, you don't tell me shit. Ever. Lie to me, baby. Just lie. Is that your dog? You show me your dog? Oh, yes. I know she beats you.
I sure do.
I know you beat that dog. I know you beat that goddamn dog. So we started talking about a bunch of things off the air before we started coming on here. One of them, you were going to cover Cardi B and how you were upset about something that had happened with an Atlanta venue, and somehow I got into talking about Mike Epps.
Yes.
Oh, because you know what it was? It was because
You played
it was
that soundbite.
it was that soundbite that we used from the last episode about the green bean and the yam, because I haven't had yams before. And that's off a T.I. track. That's like one of the rap skits. They don't do rap skits anymore, but that's a legendary one. It's called The Breakup with Mike Epps on it. And I got to meet Mike Epps very briefly. And of course, like all things, I made an ass of myself. But it's the best story, I think. It's the most Mike Epps thing I've ever heard. So I was in the radio station in Omaha, and it was before I had taken my long-term job at the country station, right? So early on, I spent a lot of time with the program directors who runs a radio station. I spent a lot of time with the program director, Hot Boy, over at Power 106.9. And Hot Boy, this is the first time I really, like, I've always felt like I was supposed to be among the community, okay? But this is the first time I felt like I really had my black card, because I looked at Hot Boy one day and I said, you know what, Hot Boy, it's fucked up that we're the only two brothers that are working here. And he goes, I know, man. And that was like, I just felt like I was walking on air, right? I just felt like I'd finally been recognized by the council. So I'm in the little studio, and the way Power Studio is set up, it's facing the street, and the door is behind you, so you don't know what's going on if you're at the board. So Hot Boy's there at the board. I'm standing next to him. We're both looking out the window, and he goes, oh, yeah, Mike Epps is going to be in here in a little bit. I go, you're going to talk to Mike Epps? Mike Epps? You saying, do me all out in chroma, put me in the front of the Bentley like this, Mike Epps. Soon as I hit the pose. Soon as I hit the pose. I said, do me all out in chroma, hit me in the front of the Bentley like this, Mike Epps. And as soon as I hit the little pose, I heard, yeah, that Mike Epps. He had opened the door behind me, and he heard me say all that shit.
And what did he think?
He just looked at me like, he just shook his head, and I was like, because I got out of there. I was scared to death at that point. I was like, oh my God, Mr. Epps, I just love your comedy so much. And I just had to get out. I was so scared.
I don't think that was bad, though. I think he probably was amused by that.
I hope he was, because it's my favorite story to tell. Yeah, that Mike Epps.
Yeah, I think he was amused by that. I thought that was something a lot worse.
Because I hit that pose. Boom. All about the Benjamins. White people don't know all about the Benjamins.
No, they don't. That's one of my favorite movies.
It's one of my favorite movies. I just love Ice Cube in anything. I'll watch Ice Cube in anything.
Yeah, we interviewed Ice Cube one time. Now, that was embarrassing.
It had to be.
There was a white man who hosted that show, and he tried to do Ice Cube's rap. And Ice Cube was not amused. He wasn't. Like, if he wasn't doing an interview and he wasn't trying to promote his movie, he probably would have hung up on us. He was totally not.
This is the same host also that went viral over a racial comment he made. So, I mean, it's not. You probably shouldn't let him near black people.
You shouldn't. You really shouldn't. He should steer clear of being around any black people. I agree with that. I was embarrassed to even be in the same room. I'm not even going to hold you.
Yeah. So did you have tickets to see Cardi B, or you weren't even going to see her at all?
So see, originally I was going to go see Cardi B, but then when we got booked and then unbooked for that event that we were supposed to be at this past weekend in San Francisco, It was the same weekend. Cardi B was here this weekend, and we were supposed to be in California. So I didn't go forward with the tickets. I didn't get a hookup. I didn't do anything because I'm like, I'm going to be in Cali. So I wasn't there. But I was watching it on my phone on TikTok because the people who were there, they streamed it live. But before the because she was here 2 nights. She was here Friday and Saturday. But I saw her because she went live on Instagram. And she went off, and she wanted everybody to see, hear, and know that she was going off. And she cussed out the staff at State Farm Arena here in Atlanta.
Really?
She said they were being extremely rude to her. And she did not appreciate it. She had been all over the world doing her tour, performing, and she hadn't encountered any workers at any of the other stadiums or facilities that she was performing in that was rude. And so I couldn't hear what they were saying to her, but she said, well, guess what? Now I'm not performing. I'm leaving. So apparently she stormed out. I don't know where she went. But they had to talk her into coming back and performing because all the people that were there Saturday that were live, they were like, we don't know what's going on. Cardi ain't came out. Show starts at 8. She didn't come out to 10.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I was like, well, according to her Instagram, she ain't performing. Now, I don't know if they're going to get y'all money back. I don't know what's going to happen. But the first thing I thought about was Cardi B had a sold out tour. Why would you be rude to a person that's paying your salary?
Especially like, I just feel like it seems so out of place for Atlanta.
It's not out of place for Atlanta.
But do you know what I mean?
For Atlanta.
But like I would say, the first thing that would jump out to me is I'll play the race card that women get mistreated and black women get mistreated double time, right? Like
Absolutely.
if there's something that affects women, it definitely adversely affects black women. So I would think, oh, maybe you're in a Newark arena, you know what I mean? And there's some racist people that are there or something, or you're somewhere in anywhere else in the South. But to me, it seems like Atlanta would be like the spot. Like, it's like the heart of Southern hip hop.
Let me tell you something. These people are ruder than rude. I went to see Juvenile a couple weeks back, and we were at a small venue. We were not at a State Farm arena.
No, and I know now based on the ad that I just saw come over on Instagram, I know exactly how small a venue you were in because he's playing a 1,500 person venue here in Nebraska in the summer.
Really? Juvenile?
Yeah.
Is? Oh, okay, cool.
And I
So,
said,
yeah, the
well,
venue
I'm
is
gonna have to miss that concert because NickyD says he don't play any of the new stuff. Or he plays nothing but new stuff.
Yeah, that's what he played. I wouldn't. I ain't even gonna hold you. I wouldn't waste no money. Now, if you got a free ticket, go. But if you had to
Okay.
pay for it, no. I want my 120 back. So, his son went out in the audience, like you know how they do like crowd
Yeah.
stuff. Well, he got up behind where we were sitting at. He had literally just got up there where we were, and here comes this little lady that works there, and she was white. I'm just gonna say that. He had a bottle of Hennessy, but he's been walking around with this bottle of Hennessy the whole night. He had it on stage. He had it in the crowd.
Yeah,
She
you
goes-
know who he is.
She goes, you can't have that. He has the mic and he's doing the crowd, and he stops. And I hear the whole thing because he right by me. And he's like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm with the show. She was like, I don't care. You can't have this bottle out here. So you're going to have to give me the bottle or you're going to have to leave from out of this area. And he was like, lady, is you serious? So he walked off from her like, you got to be kidding me. She followed
Yeah.
him.
No.
She followed him. Like, okay, I'm going to basically, she told him, like, I'm going to put you out if you don't adhere to the
I
rules.
wish I had half the balls of a white lady.
Listen.
The audacity.
Them
The
Karens
audacity on these white bitches.
give 0 Fs, okay? Them Karens don't care nothing about it. And so she followed behind him. She made him, like, go out the little side door. So he just went out the door. He, like, pushed it open because now he's pissed off. I'm like, dang, this little venue, you know who that man is. You just saw him come off of the stage out
It's
here
20
to the
feet.
crowd.
It's 20 feet. Yeah, there's steps.
There are
3
no
rows.
little kids in here. All adults. We got on. He's not out here pouring Hennessy in nobody's mouth. Like, it was
No,
ridiculous.
yeah, that
So,
I mean, you're just on that
if they're
heat.
acting like that in these small venues, I can only imagine what they did to my girl Cardi in State Farm Arena. And it's embarrassing to me. Like, act like y'all got some sense. Y'all don't have to be rude your whole life. Don't be rude your whole life, State Farm Arena. Get it together. Get it together. She said she's not coming back no more.
ever
So
again.
this is it. She said she's not coming back to State Farm. So
So what will she play in Atlanta? Are there big venues?
We have other venues.
So, like, will they play? Would she
choose to not come do nothing here?
Would she ever like? Do you guys ever do shows at the football stadium or no?
Football stadium? No. The first
Which is
time
weird.
that I saw Cardi B perform, she performed at our festivals that we have out here.
It just seems strange that Atlanta wouldn't be using that football stadium to put shows on.
They do have shows in the Dome. Here's the thing. The last show that I went to in the Dome was when Kanye did his album release.
The listening party.
It sounded horrible.
Oh my God! If I go to a Kanye West show and he fucking plays a CD, I'm gonna be pissed.
No, he wasn't playing a CD. He was
singing. Okay. So
sound
they just
was
the acoustics shit were shit. They weren't ready for it.
I don't know if they fixed it because I haven't been to a concert in the Dome since then. I'm trying to think. Have I? No. I've only been to State Farm Arena. I haven't been back to the Dome. The Dome didn't have their sound together. I don't know if they got it fixed. I would assume they have. I feel like some people have performed in the Dome. I don't know who, but
I might have to because I don't Lyft. I only Uber, right? Mm-hmm. I'm thinking I kept Lyft. I'm like logged in for Lyft, right? Mm-hmm. And so I'm thinking about maybe like switching my home base Lyft to Atlanta and then coming out and like seeing you or whatever and seeing if I could just make a little money while I'm there. You know what I mean? Like while you're working or whatever, I'd be working.
It'll work for sure.
Yeah, because I just have to get the thing moved. Like I just have to request a new city, and as long as there's not any more stringent rules on like driver's licenses in Georgia, then it shouldn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Come on down to the ATL.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that out. I could live in Atlanta. Check it
on out.
What do you got for the scandal of the week before we get out of here?
So this took place probably like 2 weeks ago now. What's the 20th? Yeah, about 2 weeks. A news story broke and it was circulating around on Facebook and somebody sent me the news story. It was out of North Carolina. And so I put up the news story and it says, a woman, her name was Tammy, and it says that she was murdered by her husband. So it took me a second to register what I was reading, and I'm like, wait a minute, Tammy? I was a brand ambassador for a makeup brand. It was called P31 Cosmetics. And there was a group of us women that were brand ambassadors for this cosmetic line. And Tammy just so happened to be one of the women that was a part of the brand ambassador group with me. So we had meetings almost weekly. We did lives together. We did makeup tutorials together. Like I was really weaved in with her for a couple of years, especially during, the pandemic time when everybody was at home and we were all doing live videos.
Right.
So I realized I know this woman. She's a minister. She did a sermon on Easter at church. And then that night, going into Monday morning, her husband shot and killed her.
How? How does that happen?
Here's the thing. He said, and this is a quote from what the police have in the actual news article. This is out of Charlotte, North Carolina. This story, you can look it up. It'll pop up. He said that God told him to kill her.
Oh, yeah, you going to jail forever.
And in this mugshot, which I'm going to post a link on our Facebook page so you can see this guy's picture.
That's facebook.com/no copay.
Yes. He looks crazy. He looks like he's possessed. He looked like the devil told him. He's talking about God. He looked like the devil told him.
All right, do you think is he setting up an insanity defense?
I think that's what he's doing. They've been married for over 30 years. Could you imagine your spouse of 30 years taking a gun and blowing your brains out? I cannot imagine that. My heart just broke for her. She was one of the sweetest women like that you would encounter. Always happy, always smiling. And I told a friend of mine who's a brand that we were the ambassador for, I said, you met him, because I've never met him. I only knew her. I said, did you have any signs? Like, was he abusive? Did he seem mean? Was he crazy? She was like, no. Me and my husband went to their house and they barbecued for us and they hosted us and they were gracious hosts and we all had a great time. And I'm like, that don't sound right. I don't believe that he's never had a history of being abusive to her and then one day he just kills her. these are normally things that like build up, right? With these domestic violence cases, like it builds up to this. You don't just wake up one day and say, "I'm gonna off my wife." You know
No, they go into the but that also some of that though could be found out in the autopsy.
Well, I don't know.
So like what you're saying, and this is often the case with women who end up dead by the hands of their abusers, and why something didn't happen ahead of time is, one, women aren't believed. In general, women aren't believed. A lot of women won't run when they're in danger because they're afraid of what's going to happen to them. They only know the pain that they know. But they will fake how they got hurt, or they won't turn it in. Yeah, and so what'll happen is they'll go and do an extensive autopsy, and they'll see broken whatever arm bones and like fractures in the wrist, and they'll see like hemorrhaging, and they'll be able to see whether, you know, her head was ever knocked around because they can check her, you know, her brain. They can see any kind of lasting contusions that ever happened to it in case she had CTE from any trauma, like damage that's been done to any of her bones or anything like that. So to your point, there could have been something that built up, but like he was really good at hiding it in front of other people.
It had to have been. That's really what I think that it was.
And this is gonna probably sound mildly ignorant, and I apologize for this ahead of time. But like, is it as easy to tell when you have a bruise as it is for when I have a bruise? Do you know what I mean? Like, because if I have a bruise, you know it because I'm fucking white as a sheet of paper. So any kind of color that comes into my skin, I notice it. Like, is it immediately recognizable on black skin?
Yeah. If it's a bruise.
Like, it would stick out. Like, if I punched you,
purple.
yeah, I would know it.
So, like, if you hit me right now, my arm right now would be purple, and it would be blue, and you would be able to see that.
Okay. Got it.
Absolutely.
And again, I apologize if that seemed ignorant. It seems like that should be a no-brainer question, but also, I don't know. It's the one. It's like when people don't realize that black people still need... Like, black people still need suntan lotion, and a lot of people don't think that.
I mean, we really don't. They say we do.
You do. Black people get sunburned.
I got skin cancer, and I've never been sunburnt in my entire life.
Skin. You don't even know what to call it. Skin.
Exactly. This never happened to me. You know what I'm saying? And I put the suntan lotion on now just because I want to look cute with everybody else and put the little spray on. But nothing happens to me if I put it on versus if I don't. It just
really. You never had a sunburn?
Never in my life.
God
What's
damn.
gonna burn me? Do you see my melanin? You know what I'm saying? What's how I'm burn?
Well, but the skin should still burn. It's still radiation.
No, it doesn't burn. Nothing happens to it. I could lay out in the middle of the sun, in the middle of the sand, at the beach, and nothing would happen to me.
So do black people have lower incidence of skin cancer, or does it just go unreported because they don't get checked?
I think 1% of black people have skin cancer, and I think it's light-skinned black people that don't have no melanin. But black people that look like me.
Yeah, well, listen, they got everything else. They got everything else. They can take the skin cancer as a down.
Period. Are we wrapping this up here?
We wrapping it up. Leave us on something. Leave us on something inspirational.
Of course. So I'm actually going to repeat something that I heard yesterday because it was good to my soul. So I want to pass it on to your soul. So the woman of God, whose church I went to yesterday, her message was about not getting wrapped up, no pun intended, in the python spirit. And what a python spirit is, it's something that squeezes the life out of you. So if you recognize that the man you sleeping with, the girl who you call your homegirl, your sister, your cousin, your homeboys, if they are sucking the life out of you physically, that means you are now coming encounter with a python spirit. And a lot of times people stay connected to these python spirits a lot longer than they should because of the familiarity of the person that it is attached to.
And because he probably has a python.
No, they don't have a python.
I'm just saying that, like, that's why you stick around.
No.
That's why you stick around, because that thing be thangin'.
You cannot talk during my inspiration. You have to be quiet. So if you realize that you are coming in contact with something or someone that is sucking the life out of you, you probably encountered a python spirit, and you would want to detach yourself from it as soon as possible. So that's what I want to leave y'all with this week for your inspiration. Recognize who's around you, and as they say, keep your grass cut so you can see the snakes.
Keep the grass cut. That's good. And stop sitting on that python. The No Copay podcast, you can find it on Apple. Yeah, you can find it on Spotify. It's real easy. Search No Copay. Facebook.com/No Copay is how you find us online. YouTube.com/That's Just Nelson, where the full video of the podcast will be up shortly after this recording. We thank you. Happy holiday, of course. It's 420.
This has been No Copay with Nicky D and Nelson.